guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I did this really glam smoky eye. Didn't fool with my hair, I'm not going anywhere. So I just wanted to play with makeup and I came up with this glam smoky eye. So if you would like to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to go in with this NYX brush and a transition shade just to kind of make sure that my crease colors later on blend out better. Right now I'm using like a light dusty rose shade from the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm just going to put this in the crease, take it kind of high up so that way we have that gradient effect when we add the crease colors later on, and just make sure that everything is really blended out. Okay, now to deepen that crease up just a little bit, I'm going to go in with Androgyny from the Jeffree Star palette. And I'm just going to buff this in with the same brush I had, but keeping it a little bit lower than that first transition shade. Okay, now I'm going in with a Morphe brush. It's a little bit more dense than the NYX brush is, so it packs on color a little bit heavier, and it's a little bit, it just makes it a little bit more pigmented. And I'm going in with the shade Swallow from the Androgyny palette by Jeffree Star. You can't really tell on camera, but this is a beautiful, like, dusty blue, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. And it complemented the purple from the Androgyny palette, the shade Androgyny, beautifully, and it just looks so good on the outer quarter of a smoky eye. So now I'm just going to go in with a white cream base, and I'm going to kind of cut that crease out a little bit and really clean up that lid space so that way the glitter shade that we put on will stand out even more. Okay, so now I'm going in with the shade Kitten from the Stila palette, and I'm just going to pop this all over the lid. This is a beautiful metallic shimmery shade, and it just really complemented the look very well, and it looked very glamorous. It's perfect for a night out if you want a pretty fancy makeup look. If you want to just look glam, this shadow is perfect for the all over lid. And I'm just kind of putting that everywhere, making sure to keep that crease pretty cut, and then I'm going to blend it in to make sure there's no harsh lines. Okay, I'm going back in with that shade Swallow again, just like I said, to make sure there's no harsh lines and to really blend that kitten shade into Swallow. And now I'm just going back and forth with a clean brush just to make sure there's no really harsh lines, but making sure to keep that crease pretty cut. Okay, so lashes and liner are on. I'm going to go in with the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Primer, and I'm just going to pack this all over my face just to make sure that it really sinks into the pores and it really helps my foundation go on flawlessly. Okay, so I'm kind of a weird shade right now. I'm not pale, but I'm not tan, so I'm having to mix these two shades together, and it is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. No, the Maybelline Better Skin and the Smashbox 24-hour foundation. These two mixed together look absolutely beautiful, and they really help to make my skin really evened out and match my body. I'm just applying this with a brush all over, and then I'm going to go in and blend out with a sponge. This is to ensure, instead of going straight in with the sponge, if you put it on your face first with a brush, this is going to help keep most of the product on your face and not soaking up into the sponge. And y'all know what's next. My NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I'm going to use this to conceal the under eyes and to highlight the face. Okay, something I've been loving recently is cream contouring, so I'm going to go in with this NYX brush and the cream contour shade in the Tarteist Pro palette, and I'm going to apply this to my face, and then I'm going to blend it in with a stippling brush and a beauty blender just to make sure there's no harsh lines and to make sure it really got on the skin nice. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Coty Airspun, and I'm going to use this to set the face and to clean up underneath that contour because sometimes it does get a little messy when blending out, so this is just going to help clean it up and make it look really sharp. Okay, now I'm going in with the powder shade from that Tarte's Pro palette, and I'm going to kind of set that contour and kind of deepen it up just a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more noticeable, because after blending and blending and blending, it kind of disappears. So I'm going in with the powder just to set it and to make it stand out just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to highlight with a Morphe brush and the Artist Couture Highlight in Illuminati. This color is so pretty. It's really gold, so I wouldn't recommend it for pale skin, but on my skin it looks beautiful. Okay, now I'm going in with this BH Cosmetics blush palette, and I'm just going to kind of swirl around in all of them and then apply this to my cheeks. And it shows up a little bit more pigmented on camera than it was in person. It wasn't that pink in person. Okay, to soften that up just a little bit, I'm going to go in with this Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to pounce that on to where I just applied any powders, just to kind of mesh everything together. I'm going to set my face using the Too Faced Hangover RX setting spray. I'm just going to drench my face in this. Okay, now I'm going to go with this ColourPop gel eyeliner in the shade Swerve. It's just a black eyeliner, and I'm going to use this to tightline my eyes. Okay, now to smoke out the lower lash line, I'm going to use this Morphe pencil brush in the shade Swallow from the Androgyny palette again, and I'm just going to smoke out where that black eyeliner was just placed, just to give it a nice glam smoky effect. Okay, now using Kitten again, I'm going to go in and highlight the inner corners. And now for lipstick, I'm going to apply MAC and Laura Lee's collab in Laura Lee. This is my favorite nude. I don't know if you can get it anymore. I don't think you can, but I'm sorry, I can't stay away from it. Just any nude lipstick would look great with this look. Okay, and now for my favorite gloss, I'm going in with Buxom Celeste. And I'm just going to place this towards the center of my lips and all over, just to give that nice glossy effect to the lips, which I believe looks very glam. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye!